was sent to look for conditions fit for life on the rocky red planet, Mars. This satellite has been active for over 17 years now and is one of the longest-lived spacecraft to orbit Mars in history. The data it has sent back to Earth has continued to shock scientists, and this newest discovery is no different. Signs of a once-flowing waterfall so big it dwarfs anything we have seen on Earth. Perhaps these are the signs we have been looking for this whole time. Signs that would allow humanity to colonize Mars with up to 1 million people in the near future. So how did the MRO discover this massive waterfall on Mars? Could this discovery help us confirm if aliens once existed on Mars or are still lurking there? And most importantly, how does this discovery affect the proposed new civilization on Mars? Join us as we explore how NASA found the largest waterfall in the entire solar system. Although NASA has embarked on several space exploration programs in the past decades, one that stands out is its Mars exploration program. Established in 1993 after the failed Mars Observer mission of September 1992, MEP seeks to explore the possibilities of life on Mars and the planet's climate and natural resources. MEP has been pursuing this long-term goal by using orbital spacecraft, landers, and Mars rovers built by different U.S. contractors to visit Mars. As expected, the program has been very costly to run, gulping billions of dollars over the years. For instance, NASA's Curiosity rover, which landed on Mars in August 2012, has a budget exceeding $2.5 billion. Despite the high cost, research, and time required to run MEP, the space agency continues to run the program because the possible gains have been a motivating force. Managed by NASA's Science Mission Directorate, MEP's 4 broad goals are to determine if life ever arose on Mars, characterize Mars's climate, characterize Mars's geology, and prepare for the human exploration of Mars. To better achieve these goals, NASA created a new program under MEP called the Mars Scout Program in the early 2000s to achieve these goals better. The Mars Scout program is a genius initiative because it has succeeded in sending a series of small, low-cost missions to Mars. Under the Mars Scout program, the spacecraft Phoenix was developed and sent to Mars in 2008 as its first mission. Its second mission was the Mars Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution mission, MAVEN, which cost $475 million, and this has been followed by other spacecraft sent to the planet. Now, this begs the question, why is NASA much concerned about Mars? What's so special about Mars that NASA is willing to spend billions of dollars on its exploration? The answer to these questions lies in learning a bit about Mars. The average thickness of the planet's crust is about 50 kilometers, with a maximum thickness of 125 kilometers. Thanks to the Phoenix lander sent by NASA to the planet in 2008, scientists found out that the terrestrial planet has slightly alkaline soil. The Martian soil is composed of elements such as chlorine, sodium, magnesium, and potassium, which are essential nutrients for plant growth back on Earth. The atmosphere of Mars is 96% carbon dioxide, 1.93% argon, and 1.89% nitrogen, alongside traces of oxygen and water. Mars's average distance from the Sun is about 230 million kilometers, and its orbital period is 687 days. The solar day on Mars is just slightly longer than that of the Earth at 24 hours, 39 minutes, and 35.244 seconds. The end goal is to settle on the planet, reduce the number of people living on Earth, and see what it feels like to reside on another planet. Luckily for those who plan to move to Mars, they would live on the planet with the largest waterfall in the solar system. This news will shock many people because water in its liquid form cannot exist on the planet due to its low atmospheric pressure. The only place you can find water in liquid form on Mars is at the lowest of elevations, and this is only for a short period. Unlike Earth, which is filled with oceans, seas, and rivers, Mars only has 2 polar ice caps that are composed mainly of water. So, where did scientists see this largest waterfall? NASA made the uncommon discovery through one of its spacecraft, the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter, MRO. The orbiter had been designed to search for the existence of water on Mars. Its mission objectives also included observing the climate of Mars, investigating the geological forces present, and conducting reconnaissance for future landing sites. Construction of the spacecraft began in 2001, and Lockheed Martin handled it on behalf of NASA for 4 years. MRO was launched on the 25th of August 2005 and arrived on Mars on the 10th of March 2006. After 6 months of aerobraking, MRO entered its final science orbit and began its primary science phase in November 2006. This is proof that water once sat there for a long time. If the water were still there today, Ica's Chasma would have been a great sight to behold. You could bet that the impressive structure would have been one of the tourist sites on the planet and a major heritage site in the solar system. Although Ica's Chasma no longer exists, it is far larger than the largest waterfall on Earth, the Denmark Strait Cataract. Denmark Strait Cataract is an undersea waterfall located on the western side of the Denmark Strait in the Atlantic Ocean. It can be found in the area of the Arctic Circle between Iceland and Greenland. Its height of 3,505 meters is the highest underwater waterfall on Earth. Unlike Ica's Chasma, Denmark Strait Cataract is formed by the density difference of the water masses on either side of the waterfall. This is why the eastern side is colder than the western. Also, the waterfall has a flow rate exceeding 5.0 million cubic meters per second, which is about 350 times the size of the extinct Guaira Falls on the border of Brazil and Paraguay. Guaira Falls was once believed to be the most voluminous waterfall on Earth. Although Ica's Chasma is not around to speak for itself, there is no doubt that it has a greater flow rate than Denmark Strait Cataract. Who would have imagined that this spectacular geological feature could be found on the second smallest planet in the world? This tells us that there is still more to uncover about Mars, and it's only a matter of time before NASA and its scientists bring another mind-blowing discovery our way. And who knows, NASA might stumble on a larger waterfall than Ica's Chasma on another planet. We will keep our fingers crossed till then. Thanks for following this video till the end. For more exciting videos about the solar system, click on the next video on the screen.